Hey.
Did you pick up those photos from Dieter and deliver them to Jean-Michel?
Dieter's very busy. He says if I want prints, I have to make them.
Take my advice, Nancy. Get it done now.
I want to. I don't know how.
Here's that envelope I picked up from JJ. I almost forgot.
No problem.
Do you work for Manette because you want to be a fashion designer too?
Well, I studied at Rhode Island School of Design and Central St. Martin's in London, so I kind of like to think that I already am a fashion designer. I work for Manette mostly so I can develop some contacts and get a feel for the business end of things.
When do you think you'll be ready to go off on your own?
I don't know.
Heather, my pencil's missing. It was right here and now it's gone. You walked off with it again.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I'm telling you, it's not here.
Did you check behind your ear?
Oh.
When Manette fires me, that's when I'll go off on my own. And as you just heard, that could be any day now.
Damn.
Well, I'll see you later.
Okay.
How do I make prints? It's very frustrating. Let's check the mail. Okay, nothing here. To-do list. Pick up envelope. Pick up fabric photos. Deliver photos. Fix plotter. Let me see how to fix the plotter again. Should the printer not print correctly, adjust the vertical or horizontal as well as the ink. When calibration is complete, press print. Alright, well, I don't know if I'm going to do this correctly, but here's giving it a try, shall we? Also, it'd be super nice to know how the fuck I print shit. I probably should have saved. I feel like it's about to explode. I can't tell if that was good or bad. I don't have time for this nonsense. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Like, I don't know what I should be looking at. Oh, check that out. Okay. Okay, hold on, I'm on the right track here. I think I'm on the right track. So vertical is supposed to be all the way up, it looks like. Okay. Let's take ink down. Again, I have no idea if I'm doing any of this correctly. I'm like literally playing around with it. I'm sure that there's an answer somewhere, but right now it's just like not working out. But I'm getting closer, I feel, each time. Okay, how does that look?
There.
Yay! I did it!
Get the phone, please.
Okay.
Nancy, get the phone.
Will do.
Nancy?
Wait, I'm sorry, where's the phone?
All right, that does it. Nancy, you're fired.
Nancy?
I don't know where the phone is. I literally just fixed a printer and you're gonna do that to me?
There.
Get the phone, please.
Nancy, get the phone.
Bonjour, Manette's House of Design.
Bonjour. My name is Lynn Manrique. I'm with the Modern History Department at UC Kearns in the States, and I'm following up on the letter I sent to Manette about 2 weeks ago concerning Noisette Tornade.
Noisette Tornade?
It's that historian person, isn't it? Tell her we're sorry, but Manette is extremely busy and won't be able to get back to her for at least 6 weeks.
I'm sorry, but
I heard. Well, 6 weeks it is then. Thank you anyway.
Paris address book, zippy calling card. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm saving, because that was fucking nuts. Fired for not picking up the phone. What bullshit. Oh, I fixed the printer thing. Give the envelope I picked up from JJ to Heather.
check.
Take a good look around JJ's place.
Oops, haven't done that.
Okay. Pick up those... okay. Let's see. One of the vendors in the park, the man with the hook, said he'd pay me 15 euros for each souvenir reproduction. I paint for him. Just call me Nancy Von Go Go Go. That's funny. An historian, well that's grammatically incorrect. A historian named Lynn Manrique called to see if she could talk to Minette about someone named Noisette Tornade. She apparently sent Minette a letter too, but Heather said Minette is too far behind in her work to respond to her. I hated turning her down, she sounded really disappointed. At the flea market in Square de Vert, Galant Park, there are these vendors with all these unused things for sale. If I ever need anything while I'm here, chances are, très good, I can get it from one of them. Okay. Let's give these items to Minette and see if she likes any of them.
If you need to talk to Minette, good luck. She's playing that ridiculous online game she's obsessed with and refuses to do anything else until she gets the highest score. It is so aggravating.
Girl, I don't have time for that. Okay, can't look at the dodo probably, so let's just leave. I don't know where to go to.
Uh-oh. Dad made me promise not to go anywhere by myself after dark. This'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, well. Guess I'm going to bed. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm just going to bed. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Nothing, I'm just going to bed, thank goodness. Okay. Hey ma'am, are you here? Yep, she bacon. Okay, cool. Let's look at the headlines. Top story. An unusually wet summer has caused water damage in a record number of homes throughout Paris and vicinity. More than 300 millimeters of rain have fallen in the area since June 1st, almost twice the average amount, resulting in hundreds of complaints to the sewer district. There's really not much we can do, says District Director Pierre Rubin. The system can only handle so much rainwater. When our maximums are exceeded, the extra water seeps into the ground and unfortunately makes its way into people's basements. Insurance companies estimate that damage done by summer rains in and around Paris so far totaled to €1 million. Homeowners are urged to repair any obvious cracks in their foundations immediately and use sandbags to divert groundwater away from their houses. Also, homeowners would be wise to avoid entering a flooded basement until it's absolutely certain that the electricity has been turned off. If it's any consolation to my fellow citizens, Ruben added, my basement was flooded too. Okay. Hey, wanna talk?
Oh, goody, you're back. I'm really bored. Let's play Hangman. You know how to play, right?
Sure.
Hangman? Well, yeah, sure.
Great. Okay, I'll think of a 6-letter word and you try to guess what it is. Ready?
Alright.
Ready.
Alright, A-E-I-O-U.
A. E.
That's a winner.
I.
Wrong.
O.
Bingo.
U.
Nope.
T.
Correct.
What could this be?
S.
That's a winner.
Foster?
F.
Oh. Oh dear, what will this be? I don't know what this will be. R?
R.
That's a winner.
It's not Foster. Hoster, Boster, Doster. Moster, Noster. Poster.
P.
You won. Play again?
No thanks.
No thanks.
Anytime you want to play, just let me know.
Cool.
See you later.
Ciao, Bella.
Aw, that's cute. That's really sweet. Do I want to read this? This is the guy who was in the catacombs. Oh god, I'm gonna end up in the catacombs at one point, aren't I? Fuck me. Okay, let's read. Paris, according to Zoo. Ask the young Frenchman who calls himself Zoo what his favorite part of Paris is, and he'll say without hesitation, the part you will never see. He's referring to the tunnels and chambers that comprise the city's catacombs. Not to the 2 kilometers or so that are open to tourists, but to the 300 some kilometers which are supposedly off limits to the public. For Zoo, who spends all his spare time exploring them, the catacombs are home. Catacombs were created in 1785 when it became clear that central Paris was in danger of being contaminated by its overflowing cemeteries. Overflowing the cemeteries? The remains of their former residents, 5 to 6 million in all, were dug up, carted to the network of depleted limestone quarries that lay beneath the city, and stacked in its empty caverns in huge, artfully arranged, carefully labeled piles. Because of safety concerns, the authorities have sealed off the vast majority of these ossuaries. Anyone caught trespassing faces a hefty fine, but for Zoo and his fellow cataphiles, the threat of capture only raises the volume on the catacomb siren song. Why do I do it? Mostly because of the quiet, Zoo says. The quiet and the dark. The real catacombs are pitch black, you know? It makes you hyper aware of everything. Down there, you're as wide awake as you're ever going to be. For Zoo, going down there means donning waterproof boots. It's been an extremely wet summer in the catacombs. Coveralls and a headlamp. But when it comes to finding his way, he packs nothing more high-tech than a hand-drawn map. I don't get lost anymore, he answers with a twinge of regret. At first, I'd get lost all the time. I'd wander around for hours, terrified I was never going to find my way out. Talk about wide awake. But then I started making a map and keeping track of everything I saw. And now? He raises his hand and pats it. I know these tunnels like the back of my hand. Zoo claims to be an expert not only on the layout of the catacombs, but on the hundreds of mysterious marks and symbols that have been etched in the tunnel's stone walls and floors. Some were left by ancient quarrymen, some by 19th century surveyors, and a few by criminals on the run. But everything down there, he says, has a meaning. By necessity, Zoo is also an expert on quick escapes. The tunnel police can and often do show up when least expected. Zoo once eluded them by wriggling out of the tunnel through a 10-meter-long rabbit hole that was less than 2/3 of a meter in diameter. Fortunately, he smiles, I don't eat a lot. The fact that he eats at all is due to the fact that he has a job in his other life, although he refuses to elaborate, reasoning that the less people know about him, especially the authorities, the better. However, he willingly gives out his phone number, 0101614560, which he is confident cannot be traced, and encourages anyone who thinks they know something that he doesn't to call him. I probably know more about the catacombs than anybody else in Paris, he allows, but I certainly don't know everything yet. We're probably going to have to call that phone number. I have a good feeling. Alright. Let's go back and try to... Should we go back to the marketplace? Let's go back to the marketplace. See if there's anything new. There probably isn't. But, the problem is that...
You cannot stay away. This is good. What do you like?
Okay, nothing. Bye.
Guess I'm just not in a buying mood.
Next time I have what you want.
Sounds good. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Alright, let's go back and let's try to develop those photos, I guess. Hey, that's Nancy Drew! I'm right there in the background. That's so funny. I feel like I should go to the Eiffel Tower. Alright. Dude, I need help printing out these fucking photos. You won't give me any hints, and that's kind of bullshit of you, honestly. Like, where are the instructions?